Assembly for the first joint Commonwealth Parliamentary Association CPA Asia and South East Asia Regional Conference. On behalf of the Punjab Assembly and people of Punjab, I extend my heartfelt gratitude and warmest welcome to each and every one of you who has travelled far from near and far across Pakistan and from different nations to be part of this significant occasion. I would particularly like to extend my warm welcome to our guests, Honorable Sardar Ayaz Sadiq, Speaker National Assembly of Pakistan, Honorable Dr. Jagat Vikram Ratne, Speaker of Parliament of Sri Lanka, Honorable Dr. Christopher Kalila, MP Zambia, Honorable Senator Pele Peter Tingom, Member of the Senate Dewan Nagara, Parliament of Malaysia, Honorable Ahmed Nazim, Deputy Speaker, People's Majlis of Maldives. Your participation reaffirms the strength of our collective commitment towards meaningful dialogue and cooperation in addressing the pressing challenges of our times. The Commonwealth Parliamentary Association has for decades played an indispensable role in fostering partnerships across borders, bridging diverse nations, and uniting us under the shared discourse of democracy, good governance, and sustainable development. This platform stands as a beacon of collaboration where ideas converge, experiences are exchanged, and policies are shaped to navigate the ever-evolving landscape of global governance. As the host assembly, we assure you that Punjab Assembly remains fully committed to providing an environment conducive to insightful deliberations and productive engagements. Pakistan, and specifically Lahore, is known for its generous hospitality, and we will do our utmost to ensure that your stay here is comfortable, memorable, and enriching. Distinguished guests, we live in a world that is dynamic and ever-changing. We have new challenges emerge at an unprecedented pace, requiring governance models that are both proactive and adaptive. It is imperative that we emphasize the fundamental role of elected representatives at the grassroots levels in both urban and rural governance. Strong local governments serve as cornerstone of democratic institutions and are vital in shaping policies that address the needs of the people effectively. At the same time, we cannot overlook the rapid achievements in artificial intelligence, AI, that are reshaping the very fabric of governance, information, dissemination, and employment landscapes. While AI opens new avenues for efficiency and progress, it also presents us with unparalleled challenges: the spread of misinformation, the rise of anonymous keyboard warriors, and the displacement of traditional human roles. As policymakers, we bear the responsibility of preparing our legal and governance structures for an uncertain future, one that is evolving beyond our conventional understanding. Equally critical is the issue of representation. As we move closer to the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, it is deeply concerning that we are still far from achieving an inclusive and just society. It is unacceptable that in 2025, we continue to witness glaring disparities in legislative protection of women, children, specially abled individuals, and religious and ethnic minorities. Addressing these inequalities, it is not just a moral imperative, but a prerequisite for sustainable and meaningful progress. However, even as we deliberate on these matters, we must acknowledge the overarching crisis that looms over our shared future. Climate change has proven to be the defining challenge of our times. It is also posing a grave question to efficacy of our parliamentary governance as our ecosystems and economies stagnate. The repercussions of the environmental degradation extend beyond the realm of rising temperatures. They seep into every aspect of governance, be it healthcare, education, or even territorial disputes over natural resources. The urgency to act has never been greater. Representatives of our respective nations, we must channel our efforts towards policies that safeguard our environment for generations to come. The themes of this conference have been carefully curated to reflect the common challenges faced by our nations in this region. Among us, there exist several remarkable success stories, instances where governments, parliaments, and civil societies have devised innovative solutions to pressing issues. This conference is a golden opportunity for us to learn from one another, to share our experiences, and build strategies that will pave the way for regional cooperation and collective resilience. As we move forward, we hope that the Lahore Charter we shall adopt at the conclusion of this conference will serve as a guiding light to our intertwined paths towards development, peace, and prosperity. Let this document be a testament to our shared aspirations and our unwavering resolve to build a future that is equitable, sustainable, and inclusive. In closing, I extend my best wishes for a pleasant and fruitful stay in Lahore. To our esteemed guests visiting Pakistan for the first time, you are in a land rich with history, culture, and warmth. Every street, every monument, every tradition in this city tells a unique story. We hope you take the time to explore immerse yourselves in vibrant heritage of Lahore. I want to appreciate the role of Secretary General Amir Habib Chaudhry and his team from the Punjab Assembly Secretariat, ensuring smooth arrangements for this wonderful event. I would also underscore the privilege of having senior-most parliamentarians and former speakers in the House today. Honorable Rana Muhammad Iqbal Khan, who has been Speaker of our House twice. Janab Honorable Mia Manzoor Ahmed Khan Wattu Sahib, who has been Speaker 3 times. Mr. Saeed Ahmed Khan Minhes, Honorable Sardar Dost Muhammad Mazari, Deputy Speaker, Khwaja Manshaullah Bhatt Sahab, Ms. Zakia Shah Nawaz, for their wonderful contributions towards this conference. Thank you, and may this conference mark the beginning of deeper cooperation and enduring friendships. Welcome once again, and I wish you all the very best of the discussions ahead. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for your warm and insightful words. Our first distinguished speaker this morning is Honorable Dr. Christopher Kalila, MP from Zambia and Chairperson of the CPA Executive Committee. I now invite you to deliver your remarks.
Thank you very much, Master of Ceremonies, for this very wonderful opportunity for me to stand in front of this august assembly. I would like to begin first by recognizing the presence of the Speaker of the National Assembly of Pakistan, Honorable Sardar Sadiq, who has found time to be with us today, and also humbly recognize the leadership of this conference under the President of the First Joint Asia and Southeast Asia Regional Conference, and also Speaker of the Provincial Assembly of Punjab, Honorable Malik Ahmad Khan. Colleagues and friends, may I just ride on the protocols that have already been established by the previous speaker. and would like to first begin by introducing myself fully to many of you who may not know me. My name is Honorable Dr. Christopher Kalila. Just like you here, I'm a member of Parliament. I'm in my fourth term since 2008 from the Southern African country of Zambia. Now, I am also currently, since November, as many of you may be aware, November last year in Sydney, holding the position of chairperson of the executive committee of the CPA International, the position which you elected me to, and I humbly thank all of you that reposited your confidence in me, and would like to promise to serve you diligently over the next 3 years. So I say thank you once again to all of you. So it is a privilege to be here in Lahore in this fantastic venue, I must say. And I've been greatly cheered by the history and the journey that it has taken us to reach where we are. I said congratulations to Speaker Kyun for this very wonderful piece of architecture where we are this morning. I know that it has been some time since either region has held a conference, and I could not be happier to see you all here representing your branches and your regions at this very wonderful event. I would also like to thank all the delegates for their attendance at this important conference, particularly those regional representatives from the CPA International Executive who are here. I would also like to thank everyone in the CPA Punjab, Pakistan branch for their hard work, as has already been alluded to by the previous speaker, in putting this conference together. I also want to thank the regional secretaries for Asia and East Asia, especially Kushani and Muhammad Muzamil, the Speaker of the Provincial Assembly of Punjab, Honorable Malik Khan, for graciously hosting all of us here. It is not very easy to put up conferences of this magnitude. We very much appreciate your warm and generous hospitality. Finally, I would like to pay tribute to Honorable Kuram Ija Chata from the Provincial Assembly, who was the recipient of the 2024 Commonwealth Parliamentarian Year Award. Now, this is in recognition of his parliamentary service and promoting good governance. As you are all aware, one of the tenets of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association is the promotion of good governance. So we say we remember him and we congratulate him once again for that. Let me now talk briefly, if I may, about the most pertinent issue for the CPA, not just currently, but for the last few decades. This is the issue of our legal status. As we all know, this is an issue which has gone on for a very long time now. Far too long, in fact. For years, as an association, we were in a constant struggle to change our status. Like Sisyphus, we pushed and we pushed, thinking that the boulder was finally at the top of the hill, only for it to roll all the way back down to the very bottom. And whilst the boulder has not reached the zenith yet, as we would hope to, I have never been more confident that we'll reach a satisfying conclusion very soon. Fellow delegates, since the 67th Commonwealth Parliamentary Conference last November, I am delighted to say that very good progress has been made. The CPA Status Bill received its third reading in the House of Commons on 18th December 2024 and has now received royal assent. The final stage will consist of secondary legislation required to confer on us our international legal personality, as well as certain privileges and immunities which we have been fighting for so many years. The CPA International Executive Committee, I'm very happy to say, has just approved this arrangement, and thanks to many EXCO members who graciously approved the new arrangement, and the Secretary General, Mr. Stephen Twigg, has now signed the arrangement document. Delegates, the end is in sight. I want to sincerely thank everyone involved in this long fought-out process, particularly those members involved closely for so many years. The CPA Headquarters Secretariat has been in the forefront over this, and most of all, Secretary General Stephen Twigg, who unfortunately has not been able to make it because he is currently indisposed, and has sent his able Deputy Secretary General Jarvis, who is with us here today. And also, I want us to remember the role played by the immediate past international chairperson, Ian Granger. He played a very significant role in leading this struggle. I know that he's no longer a member of Parliament, but I think it's only befitting that we must also place on record our utmost thanks, together with Stephen Twigg and many others, all of you, who have voiced out vehemently for a new CPA status. So we appreciate them, and we thank them for bringing us this far through their tireless effort. My friends, all I can say is that for the CPA, the future is bright. And I very much look forward to meeting all of you through your deliberations over the next 2 days. I might pop in some of the workshops or seminars as a parliamentarian, just to learn basically some of the issues that you'll be deliberating. I'm also aware that you may have received communication for the consultative process currently to inform our new strategic plan. This is very important, especially as we are now going into a new CPA status. Please bring forward those good ideas so they could inform the new strategic plan. So I want to implore all of you to enjoy this conference. And once again, thank you very much for being fantastic hosts. May God bless Asia and South Asia region. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Dr. Kalila, for your valuable insights. Now we have Honorable Senator Pele Peter Tengam from the Parliament of Malaysia. May I now request you to share your remarks with us, please.
Thank you very much, Master Ceremony, for our events today. First of all, I would like to extend our thanks to Excellency, the Honorable Sada Ayat Sadiq, Speaker and Chief Guest, National Assembly of Pakistan. Our thanks as well goes to Your Excellency, Honorable Malik Muhammad Ahmad Khan, Speaker, Conference President, Provincial Assembly of Punjab, and the Government of Pakistan for receiving us, the National Parliament delegation, and together with the state legislature delegation from Malaysia. Excellencies, speakers of Parliament, honorable delegates, ladies and gentlemen, I'm honored to be with you today in giving my opening remarks for the first CPA Asia and Southeast Asia Regional Conference. On behalf of the Parliament of Malaysia, I would like to extend my pleasure to have this opportunity. I believe this historic gathering of parliamentarians marks a significant milestone in the journey of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, CPA, towards strengthening parliamentary collaboration and regional cooperation. This gathering also reflects the spirit of cooperation, friendship, and solidarity among the countries and the people in Asia and Southeast Asia region. Collaborative governance for shared regional challenges is a topic of profound importance to our shared future. The importance of collaborative governance is a new level of social, political engagement between and among the several sectors of society that constitutes a more effective way to address many of modern societies' needs beyond anything that the several sectors have heretofore been able to achieve on their own. Excellencies, Speaker of Parliament, honorable delegates, ladies and gentlemen, collaborative governance, why it is important for us. Today, the world is more interconnected than ever, and we live in an era of deep uncertainty. From global economic network to widespread environmental issues, the challenges we face stretch far beyond national borders. This is especially true across our region, where the shared problem demands collaborative solutions to avoid jeopardizing both our progress and future development. We are witnessing significant shift in the global landscape, geopolitical landscape and tension, economic disruption, natural disasters, health crisis, pandemic, and technological advancement are reshaping our society in both exciting and challenging ways. These issues don't recognize national borders. They are regional in nature and require coordinated and collective action. This is why collaborative governance is so crucial. In Asia and Southeast Asia, it is not about responding to these challenges, but also about anticipating them, sharing knowledge, and co-creating sustainable, inclusive solutions. It is about acknowledging our successes and failures are interconnected. As we stand, as a pivotal moment in history, we face a reality that calls for urgent focus and collective action. Asia and Southeast Asia, home to some of the world's fastest growing economy and most dynamic society, stand at the crossroads of both opportunity and considerable challenges. However, this rapid growth has often been accompanied by inequality, environmental degradation, social exclusion. As USAID Regional Development Mission for Asia was stated that Southeast Asian regions is globally considered one of the most vulnerable regions to climate change. Countries across the region will face rising sea level, heat wave, floods, droughts, and increasingly intense and unpredictable weather events. Additionally, this region faces similar structural constraints, including reliance on conventional agriculture, vulnerability to climate change, industrial stagnation, infrastructural gaps, rising inequality, and the marginalization of poorer and more vulnerable population. Collectively, these characteristics highlight the need for a collaborative approach. Excellency, Speakers of Parliament, Honorable Delegate, ladies and gentlemen, collaborative governance, key issue to explore. As said earlier, our region shares a range of prominent issues due to the geographical, economic climate, and social similarity. These shared challenges present opportunity for further collaborative action in several key areas, such as climate change and environmental sustainability. Renewable energy through hydrogen initiative policy is one of many ways to reduce carbon emission. The goal is to achieve a levelized cost of hydrogen LCOH for green or low carbon version, possibly as low as $1 USD per kilogram, to foster hydrogen uptake and support the development of hydrogen-related industry in this region. And also, policies to reduce carbon emission through carbon capture, utilization, and storage, CCUS. The second key area is for further collaborative action is on public health and global health crisis. No country, regardless of how advanced is the healthcare system, is immune to the impact of global health crisis. In the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic, we must strengthen our regional health framework, capable of rapidly responding to future health emergency. This includes promoting equitable access to the healthcare and developing collaborative strategy to enhance public health system across Asia and Southeast Asia. By fostering a united approach, we can better safeguard the health and well-being of all nations in the region. The third key area is technology and digital transformation. This is relevant to what has been mentioned by the Honorable Speaker of Punjab earlier on, that Asia, including Southeast Asia, is at the forefront of technological innovation. Yet, digital transformation accelerates, so do the risks. Issues such as data privacy, cyber threat, digital inequality, and the ethical use of technology are emerging as a major concern. Collaborative governance in this area harness the potential of digital age for economic and social good, who are ensuring that no one is left behind in this digital divide. Excellency, Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Delegate, ladies and gentlemen, Malaysia has an ASEAN Chairmanship in 2025. ASEAN Chairmanship in 2025 marks pivotal moment for Malaysia. Quoting our Prime Minister's speech in January 2025, the Right Honourable Dato Sri Anwar Ibrahim emphasized that the ASEAN Chair, Malaysia will remain dedicated to fostering shared growth, bolstering regional cooperation, and maintaining openness to trade, development, and commerce. The will entail promoting an inclusive and sustainable approach to peace and security in our immediate region and beyond. In the same vein, through its leadership, Malaysia ensured that regional cooperation remain a cornerstone for overcoming challenges and promoting sustainable development across this region. Furthermore, ASEAN economy, the world's fifth largest with GDP of 3.8 trillion in 2023, is projected to see digital economy growth from $300 billion to $1 trillion by by 2030. This goal was reinforced in the 5th ASEAN Digital Ministers meeting in January this year, which highlighted the need for collaboration among stakeholders to unlock full potential of ASEAN digital economy. This can be done in this Asia and Southeast Asia region of CPA. This underlines the importance of Malaysia and ASEAN exploring the new avenue for collaboration in shaping the region's digital future. Therefore, members of this region are encouraged to explore a new cooperation, particularly in area of digital economy and artificial intelligence or AI. Excellency, Speakers, Parliament, Honourable Delegate, ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, the challenges we face in Asia and Southeast Asia are complex and multidimensional. The road ahead will not always be easy, but by embracing the principle of collaborative governance, we can transform our shared regional challenges into opportunity for growth, peace, and shared prosperity. Our ability to collaborate as a region across country and culture in our greatest strength, and our action today will shape the economy. As I am confident, this conference, the first UN CPA Asia and Southeast Asia Regional Conference, at this beautiful and peaceful region of Punjab, Pakistan, will foster a close rapport and strengthen our mutual understanding among all participants, as manifested by the title of the conference and the topic in discussion. Together we can achieve a future where collaborative governance is not just theory, but a reality where our shared regional challenges are met with solutions that are both bold and compassionate. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honourable Senator, for your contribution to our discussions. Now I invite Honourable Ahmed Nazim, Deputy Speaker of the People's Majlis of Maldives, to deliver his remarks.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed delegates and honored guests, it is both a profound honor and a privilege to address to you today at this inaugural ceremony of the first joint CPA Asia and CPA Southeast Asia Regional Conference here in the vibrant and historic city of Lahore, Pakistan. We are honored to have the company of Honorable Speaker of the National Assembly of Pakistan, Sardar Ayaz Sadiq, and the Honorable Speaker of the Punjab Assembly, Malik Muhammad Ahmad Khan, and also the Chairperson of CPA, Dr. Khalila. Additionally, we also welcome the esteemed representatives from the National Assembly of Pakistan and other member states, and the Honorable Speakers from regional assemblies of Malaysia. I also welcome the new Speaker of Sri Lankan Parliament. Your presence here today underscores the collaborative spirit that drives our mission forward. This conference marks an important milestone in our efforts to strengthen parliamentary cooperation across Asia and Southeast Asia. Together, we have come here with a shared commitment to address the pressing challenges that our regions face, including public health crisis, environmental degradation, and economic disparities. As we embark on this important journey, we must also confront the democratic challenges that we face that are increasingly affecting parliamentary systems. These challenges include the rise of populism, threats to democratic normals, the growing prevalence of misinformation, terrorism, and the urgent need for transparency, accountability in governance, as well as a deep commitment to valuing human life. In today's interconnected world, the challenges we face, whether political, economic, or social, are no longer confined to our national borders. Issues such as climate change, security threats, economic instability, and public health crisis demand collective action and shared responsibility. Isolationist and popular policies and unilateral approaches no longer offer lasting solutions in an era where cooperation, collaboration, and mutual respect are essential. By embracing dialogue, strengthening international partnerships, and fostering multilateral engagement, we can develop sustainable strategies that address our common challenges and pave the way for a more stable, prosperous, and inclusive future. Dear colleagues, parliamentarians, you are the custodians of democratic principles. It is vital that we stand united to uphold these values in the face of the challenges that lie ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed delegates and honored guests, I urge each of you to engage openly in the discussions that will follow. We have very interesting topics in our agenda. Collaborative legislation for inclusive and equitable development is an important topic that we can learn. We can learn from each other. Strengthening local governance through legislative pathways for effective decentralization is a very important topic that we can share our experiences on. Also, climate change and sustainable cities and how we can make legislation to make pave the way for cleaner air is in a resilient urban cities is something that we can share our experiences and discuss. And also parliamentary innovations are also on the table for discussion. Legislation for AI and social media regulation and governance is an important topic that we have to urgently address. Misinformation, social media, manipulation, and fake news are issues that we need to address to protect our democracies. I would like you to share your experiences and learn from one another. Let us take this opportunity to explore innovative solutions to the problems that we face as regions and countries. Solutions that can strengthen our democratic institutions, uphold media freedom, and ensure the free flow of information. These efforts must be grounded in strong democratic principles to promote effective governance. As we kick off this significant conference, let us remember that collaboration is the key. The work we do here can lead to meaningful change for our peoples and their progress, not just within our countries, but also across our entire region. In conclusion, let me express my gratitude to the Provincial Assembly of Punjab for their warm hospitality and to each of you for your commitment to this important cause. I look forward to the impactful discussions ahead and to the strong partnerships that will emerge from our time together. Thank you, and let us get started on this journey towards stronger cooperation and governance in our regions. Before I conclude, I would like to express our heartfelt gratitude for the excellent hospitality extended to us by the Punjab government, the Punjab Assembly, and especially the warm and vibrant people of Lahore for the exceptional arrangements you have made and the generosity and the kindness you have shown to make our visit memorable. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Deputy Speaker, for your meaningful thoughts. Now, I invite Honorable Dr. Jagat Vikramarantne, Speaker of the Parliament of Sri Lanka, to share his thoughts.
Honorable Sada Ais Sadiq, the Speaker, National Assembly of Pakistan, Honorable Malik Muhammad Ahmad Khan, President, Speaker of the Provincial Assembly of Punjab, Honorable Dr. Christopher Khalila, Chairperson of the CPA Executive Committee, Honorable Executive Committee members, distinguished guests, esteemed parliamentarians, and the delegates. It is a great honor to address this first joint CPA Asia and Southeast Asia Regional Conference hosted by the Provincial Assembly of the Punjab in the historic city of Lahore, Pakistan. Allow me to extend my deepest gratitude to the Commonwealth Parliamentarian Association, the Provincial Assembly of Punjab, and the organizers of this landmark event. This conference, bringing together representatives from the Asia and Southeast Asia regions, provides an invaluable opportunity for meaningful dialogue, collaboration, and shared learning. The theme of this conference, Parliamentary Strategies for Inclusive Growth and Sustainable Future in Asia and Southeast Asia, reflects the pressing need for regional cooperation to address contemporary challenges and strengthen democratic governance. Today, I am honored to speak on the topic of collaborative governance for shared regional challenges, a concept central to achieving sustainable development and inclusive progress. Ladies and gentlemen, the world today confronts complex challenges such as extreme poverty, corruption, natural disasters, and the security threats, issues that extend beyond national boundaries. These interconnected challenges demand collaborative approaches that leverage the strength of diverse stakeholders. Collaborative governance, characterized by inclusivity, flexibility, and shared responsibility, has emerged as a transformative model to tackle these issues effectively. Honorable delegates, our region faces shared challenges, including poverty, environmental degradation, health crisis, political instability, and corruption. Corruption, in particularly, undermines the public trust, weakens the institutions, and hampers the economic growth. To address these pervasive issues, we must together foster transparency, accountability, and ethical governance practices. Collaborative governance provides a framework for promoting these principles by engaging diverse stakeholders, including civil society and international organizations, in the fight against corruption. For instance, regional anti-corruption initiatives and knowledge share platforms empower countries to adopt best practices, strengthen legal frameworks, and enhance institutional capacity. Partnerships among government and private sectors and non-governmental organizations are essential to build the system that deter corruption and promote integrity. I urge all of you here today to consider the immense potential of such collaborative efforts in our shared mission to combat corruption and enhance governance. Ladies and gentlemen, Sri Lanka's experiences illustrate the transformative potential of regional cooperation. The Clean Sri Lanka project, initiated by His Excellency the President and the government, exemplifies how national initiatives can align with regional goals. Guided by the vision of a beautiful island, smiling people, this project integrates environmental, social, and governance principles to promote sustainability. Through innovative programs in waste management, green industries, and community empowerment, Sri Lanka demonstrates the value of collaborative approaches that inspire and align with regional aspirations. Our journey has also taught us valuable lessons in disaster recovery. Following the 2004 tsunami, partnerships with local authorities, NGOs, international donors, and private entities were crucial in rebuilding and providing relief. Similarly, during the COVID-19 pandemic, regional cooperation through initiatives like the SARC COVID-19 Emergency Fund enabled resource sharing, vaccine distribution, and strengthened the public health responses. Distinguished participants, Sri Lanka has taken steps to combat corruption by implementing reforms to enhance transparency and accountability in governance. These measures include adopting e-governance system to reduce bureaucratic inefficiencies, fostering public-private partnerships to ensure ethical business practices, and strategies to strengthen statutory bodies that act against bribery or corruption. Such efforts contribute to a culture of integrity and serve as a model for regional cooperation in addressing corruption. As we look towards the future, let us recognize the importance of partnerships in achieving economic growth, social inclusion, and environmental protection. Collaborative governance facilitates the resource sharing and collective action to address cross-border challenges. By embracing collaboration, we can ensure sustainable resource management and align our efforts with global and regional development plan goals. Ladies and gentlemen, as we together at this historic conference, let us reaffirm our commitment to fostering collaboration across borders, sectors, and institutions. By working together, we can address our shared challenges, including corruption, and build a sustainable, inclusive future for Asia and Southeast Asia. Sri Lanka remains dedicated to contribute for these efforts through regional partnerships and shared initiatives. Let us continue to strengthen our bonds, shared ideas, and develop strategies that benefit our nations and entire region. Together we can create a legacy of resilience, prosperity, and peace for future generations. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for your gracious words. Ladies and gentlemen, we now come to the highlights of today's ceremony, the address by our chief guest, Honorable Sardar Ayaz Sadiq, Speaker of the National Assembly of Pakistan.
Auzu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Honorable Malik Ahmed Khan, Speaker of the Punjab Assembly and our host today. Honorable Dr. Jagat Vikramakante, if I'm right, Speaker, Parliament of Sri Lanka. Honorable Babar Saleem Swati, Speaker, Provincial Assembly, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Honorable Awais Qadir Shah, Provincial Assembly, Sindh. Honorable Chaudhry Lateef, Speaker, Legislative Assembly, Azad Jammu Kashmir. Honorable Nazir Ahmed, Speaker, Gilgit-Baltistan. Honorable Mr. Ahmed Nazim, Deputy Speaker, People's Majlis, Maldives. Honorable Senator Pele Peter, Tingom, Parliament of Malaysia. Honorable Dr. Christopher Kalale, Chairperson of CPA Executive Committee. Honorable Parliamentarians, delegates from CPA, Southeast Asia. Mr. Jarvis Mataya, Deputy Secretary General, Commonwealth. Today, we have amongst us Deputy Speaker of the British Parliament, Nusrat Ghani Sahiba, representing the UK Parliament and as an observer. I see amongst us my honorable colleagues from the National Assembly of Pakistan, senators from the Senate of Pakistan, members of the Provincial Assembly, young cabinet members. Emphasis is on young because most of them are much younger than at least me. And this is one of the youngest cabinet, I think, ever in any province or in the National Assembly. I am also pleased, I was informed by the Honorable Speaker of Punjab, we have Vice Chancellors, academia, students, members of the youth organizations, doctors, lawyers, deans of faculties also here today to witness this gathering. I'm pleased to address the first ever joint conference of CPA Asia and CPA Southeast Asia region. Today's gathering is a testament of our shared commitment to inclusive growth and sustainable future for our respective countries and regions. I have a personal attachment with CPA, as this distinguished assembly of parliamentarians for 56 Commonwealth countries elected me unopposed as the president in 2015 in Cameroon. But unfortunately, we couldn't hold the conference of 600 delegates that were visiting Pakistan because I was being forced to invite people from occupied Kashmir. I refused to do that and I resigned as president. That is the only time Pakistan got this, prestigious post. Malik Ahmed Khan Sahab, I congratulate you on holding this conference, your leadership, getting everyone together, and I think you're It's been a long gap since our last regional meeting held in Islamabad in 2019. Frequent interactions amongst our legislators is imperative to strengthen parliamentary ties, foster closer regional cooperation, collaborate in advancing democracy, good governance, sustainable development in our region. Dear participants, we are pleased to welcome Maldives back to our Commonwealth parliamentary fraternity. Our two countries have long history of parliamentary cooperation, and I am sure that presence will enrich our joint pursuit for a democratic South Asia. I had the privilege of visiting Maldives and was pleasantly surprised to know that the Parliament of Maldives was a present from the government of Pakistan. The building itself. Pakistan and Sri Lanka share warm historic rooted ties mutual respect, collaboration. We remain committed to advancing peace, trade, and cooperation. And many don't know, but we have a special relationship with Sri Lanka, which I think it's not necessary to mention here. Similarly, Pakistan and Malaysia enjoy a long-standing friendship built on economic partnership and strong people-to-people connections. We appreciate Malaysia's role in promoting regional peace and development and look forward to enhanced parliamentary and economic cooperation. While we miss the absence of the Parliament of Bangladesh here in Lahore, I nevertheless firmly believe in the wisdom and acumen of the Bangladeshi leadership and hope for early return of democratic institutions there. I avail this opportunity to convey our sincere wishes for peace, prosperity, and people's rule to our Bengali brothers and sisters. It is also heartening to note the presence of the Honorable Provincial and Regional Speakers of Balochistan, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Gilgit-Baltistan, Sindh, Azad Jammu Kashmir. Only 2 months back, I had the honor of hosting the 18th Speakers Conference of all legislative chambers in Pakistan, where we jointly took key decisions for ensuring parliamentary supremacy to enhance performance and effective oversight. I would also like to share here that which my honorable younger brother Malik Ahmed Khan pointed out, after the 18th Amendment, I appreciate the Provincial Assembly of Punjab for bringing their rules and procedures in conformity with Constitution and all the Constitution and at par with National Assembly for effective parliamentary functions. There was a lot of difference between the rules we were following and what the provinces were following. We've learned through experience and practice, and they were kind enough to adopt, and I'm sure the other provinces are also looking at it. One of the major milestones of the 18th Speakers Conference was the creation of the first ever Pakistan National Group of Commonwealth Parliamentary Association. This will ensure better coordination within our respective legislators, paving way for the meaningful role in the Commonwealth fraternity. Dear guests, democracy across the globe are facing challenges of populism, polarization, and elite capture. As electorates' expectations surpass the executive's performance world over, the debate on good governance has taken the center stage, where executive's performance and Parliament's ability to effective oversight both remain under strict public scrutiny. This calls for wider public participation, sector involvement, and inclusion of all segments of society, especially women, youth, children, marginalized community, and persons with disability at all levels of decision. In the National Assembly of Pakistan since 2014, we have introduced parliamentary courses which are being taught in many universities all over Pakistan. We have opened up the parliament to schools, colleges. We have, I think, exceeded about 3,000 internees from the National Assembly of Pakistan, representing all provinces. We have also offered courses for other parliaments who have already undergone some courses to come to Pakistan Institute of Parliamentary Services to obtain whatever knowledge we have. It is this phenomenon of collaborative governance, ladies and gentlemen, which can enable our respective struggling democracies to win over the confidence of our electorate and at the same time check the onslaught of fake news and disinformation. My country, Pakistan, presents an ideal case study in this regard, where our nascent democratic order is successfully struggling to answer the challenges of poverty, climate change, digital transformation, public health on one hand, and confront the onslaught of digital decay by invoking the two fundamental dictums of collaborative governance, namely consensus building and collaborating network. On one hand, we saw the emergence of broader political coalition of more than 8 national and regional political parties joining hands to develop a national consensus to steer Pakistan through troubled times and succeed in restoring the national economy. On the other hand, national and provincial government has also succeeded in establishing strong collaborative network of civil bureaucracy, civil society and communities for ensuring better service delivery mechanism. Since I am from Punjab and from Lahore, so let me first talk of Punjab, then I'll go to the other provinces. As we gather in the provincial capital of the province Punjab, let me begin by pointing to the exemplary path taken by the elected government here under the dynamic leadership of Pakistan's first ever woman Chief Minister. The provincial executive has taken some of the landmark initiatives. I will not be able to mention all of them. The list is a bit too long. Reaching out to the underprivileged, marginalized sections of society. These include unprecedented higher education fully funded scholarships for deserving youth, schemes for farmers, housing for homeless, and even scheme for the persons with disability. Such fine examples of collaborative governments are also evident in the province where in Sindh, state-of-art health sector and housing for the affected communities of the 2022 floods were made available through effective public-private partnership. I myself has witnessed those. It was a flood we've never seen in the history of Pakistan, but the way the recovery was made, the way the Sindh government played their role, it is really commendable. The province of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, through its ESAS program the province of Balochistan, through numerous schemes of IT-based service, delivery provisions of cost-effective solar panels to remote communities, addressing growing challenges of energy deficiency and expansion of mining industry on modern footing to provide job opportunities are a few examples which reflect the common resolve to reach out and serve the masses. When I talk of all provinces, it gives me great strength to know that there is not a single area where effective work is not being taken place. And I must not forget to mention Azad Jammu Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan, where our two speakers who are representing them here are source of strength to the democracy and to the system we are in. Ladies and gentlemen, South and South Asia are vibrant regions rich in culture, economic diversity, ecological significance, yet we face common challenges that require a united response. We have many lessons to learn from each other, which can be replicated to get solutions to a common problem. A unique maternal health care of Sri Lanka that ensured world's lowest maternal and infant mortality. Salman Sahab, you are the Minister of Health. So I think Sri Lanka is a model where Sri Lanka has ensured world's lowest maternal and infant mortality, the sustainable living of combat environment threat to the Maldives, and the phenomenal technologies and infrastructure progress made by Malaysia present best international practices to be learned and replicated. We face common challenges that require a united response, whether mitigating climate change through trans-boundary water management, reducing economic inequalities, or responding to global pandemics. Our success depends on collaboration. And in this regard, parliamentary exchanges and interaction are the best available platform to ensure meaningful collaboration at the regional and international level. As elected representatives, we bear the responsibility of ensuring governance serve all citizens equitably and effectively. The challenges of poverty, climate change, digital transformation, and public health transcend borders and demand transnational cooperation. It is also the prime responsibility of the representative parliament that it must not let anyone feel left out. Pakistan's federal and regional legislatures have further demonstrated this commitment to inclusive governments by establishing parliamentary forums like the Sustainable Development Goals Secretariat, which is established in the National Assembly since 2014. We have the Women's Caucus, we have the Children's Caucus, and we have the young parliamentarians who are below the age of 40. So I think we have a huge number sitting here who are ministers also to be part of that. It is the manifestation of a shared belief that our nation's economic growth must be inclusive, empowering, marginalized, and providing equitable opportunity to all. This morning, the Executive Committee of the CPA Asia took a landmark decision instituting a permanent secretariat of the CPA Asia to be based in the National Assembly of Pakistan. This decision will bring discipline, institutional memory, and record keeping to our fraternity in CPA Asia. On behalf of the National Assembly of Pakistan, I assure this August forum our complete consideration. Ladies and gentlemen, let us devise a joint strategy for tackling climate change, ensuring regional peace, connectivity, and inclusive economic development. It is our duty as legislators to proactively enact laws, prioritization of clean air, resilient urban planning, and sustainable regional resource management. We must build consensus on environmental policies, promote cross-border conversation of projects, ensure sustainability remains centered to our legislative agenda. Our legislators must regulate artificial intelligence. It's good, but it's scary at times also. Expand digital access and ensure responsible governance of emerging technologies. We must also legislate resilient health care and inclusive education, equipping future generations with skills to thrive in an evolving world. This conference must pave way for innovative solutions, enduring cooperation for an inclusive, resilient, and sustainable future. But dialogue alone is not enough. We must act. We must translate our collective vision into meaningful reforms. Malik Ahmed Khan Sahab, I really thank you for getting everyone together. I think the next few days are going to be extremely important. How we want to shape our region, how we want to move forward, because CPA is not only a goal, it is IPU also, Inter-Parliamentary Union, where we need to strengthen and take the provinces on board, engage the provinces in exposing them to international conferences as IPU also. So I thank you for arranging this gathering, and the variety of guests that you have invited, that gives me further strength of, I'm sure you're getting in colleges and schools also, and your and my college will also be coming here. I thank you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, before the Secretary General announces the further program schedule, I would take this as an opportunity with immense pleasure to announce, as the Speaker National Assembly already mentioned, that we have worthy speakers of Gilgit-Baltistan present in the House, Mr. Nazir Ahmed, and worthy speaker of AJK Assembly, both are present in the House, and the Executive Committee of the CPA Asia region, along with East Asia, in that Executive Committee meeting, has approved of their long-standing demand to be, as an observer status, to be part of the CPA. Now, I would request on the further program to be detailed in before the delegates.
Thank you, sir. I need your kind attention, please. Jummah prayers will be conducted at 1:30 p.m. Adjacent in the special enclosure to the Mosque of Assembly. Following this, you are all invited to join us for lunch hosted by the Honorable Deputy Speaker Punjab Assembly in the front lawns. After the Jummah and lunch break, please come back right here for the last event of the day, a plenary session which will commence at 2:30 p.m. sharp in this very hall. As we conclude this historic inaugural session, I request all esteemed speakers at the head table to kindly proceed to the designated area for the official group photograph with the attending delegates and audience of the House. Thank you.
All other participants to remain seated and then proceed for Jummah prayers, and our non-Muslim friends would enjoy a few drinks while the prayers are on, and then there will be lunch afterwards. And 2:30 we will convene the session again.